Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to World of Warships. Okay, so last week we were looking at this little beaut here, the Black Swan. When I say little beaut, I mean very weak tier 1 British cruiser. But yeah, well we've had a few more games in it. We've managed to get kills, we've got plenty of citadels, but then you are firing nothing other than AP. So yeah, it's bound to happen. But yeah, in doing that, we have actually managed to unlock, and we have bought ourselves this here, the Weymouth, which is the tier 2 British cruiser. So let's have a quick look at the stats for the Weymouth. So yeah, considerably better from a hit point perspective. We have 19,100 hit points. We have a armour of 6 to 51 millimeters thick, so that is quite a bit better. Now you can still see that we've only really got decent armour in a few places, kind of round the guns, and that is about it. Otherwise, the rest of the hull is still pretty fragile, so we're still going to have to play pretty carefully with that. Main batteries, we have 8 single turret 152mm guns. We also have a main battery firing range of 9.8 kilometres. So the main battery reload time on this is 8.6 seconds, so considerably slower than on the Black Swan. And we have a gun traverse of 25.7 seconds. Again, we are looking, by the looks of things, at just AP. So we're looking for some citadels. Anti-aircraft, not entirely sure why we bother putting anti-aircraft on these, but hey. We have one 40mm. Maximum speed is 26 knots, so we are 7 knots faster than the Black Swan. Turning circle radius of 500 metres, so it's a little bit slower. On that basis, 8.2 seconds as opposed to rudder shift time of 2.3 seconds. So yeah, all in, it's going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more less manoeuvrable than the Black Swan was, but let's face it, the Black Swan basically had to be played almost like a gunship, bit like a destroyer really, from the fact that you had to kind of be able to get away from things very quickly. Detectability 10.3 kilometres, so we can be detected before we can be detected before we can fire, and our air detectability is 5.3 kilometres. So there we go. That is our ship, the Weymouth. So why don't we take her in and see what we can do. Have to remember that the visual range. It's looking like with this we're getting a little bit more matchmaking where we're involving destroyers and cruisers, because pretty much every single game I had was all Black Swans bar the odd Orlan, the odd Hermelin, the odd Erie. So yeah, it'd be nice to kind of go up against something a little bit more challenging, though the idea of going up against a battleship in this, yeah, this could be another very short game. But we shall see. We shall see. Well, at least there's a few more people in this as well. But I think, yeah, it's like I said, people are just starting to get into the British cruisers, so yeah, it's understandable. Okay, so we've got a few Weymouths by the looks of things. We have a couple of Imikazes on either side. We also have a Tachibana on the opposition. And we have a Kolberg, which is okay from a firing perspective. And we have a couple of Caledones and a Mikasa and a Nassau for the rest of our team. And they have a Tenryu, a Caledon, a St. Louis and a Nassau on theirs. So let's jump in. And let's see how we get on. I am not expecting great things. Not expecting great things at all. And we started pretty much in the middle, so I think we will probably... we need to make use of the islands, I think, with this. So let's whack it up to full. And why don't we go off this way. So it's all Weymouths this way, though. This is the thing. All Weymouths. Might have been better going the other way with something a little bit more robust. than a bunch of Weymouths. But hey, we shall see where this takes us. So it does make me feel a little bit better having a few more hit points. In fact, we've got, well, nearly 3 times the hit points that we had in the Black Swan. Unfortunately, I haven't got any interesting stories about Weymouth, so I can't kind of wow you with my infinite general knowledge on such matters. But I have been to Weymouth. It's a very nice place. It's by the sea, funnily enough. At the mouth of the River Wey. There we go. That's about as good as that gets. So at least I don't think I've made that up anyway. But I'm sure somebody will be going, no, you idiot woman. Okay. We'll start following these guys in. I'm kind of tempted to hang back a little. Just till we can see what is actually going to be coming in on our side of the map. Hoping that the Weymouth up front there is going to spot some enemy ships for us. Let's have a little looky around. I've not got anything called yet. Okay, looks like everybody is kind of hanging back on the map. Right, what have we got there? Oh, a Weymouth. Amazing. Well, and we have a Caledon, which is just coming into range. So let us kind of see. Oh, that is some trajectory on those, isn't it? Let's see if we can try and get something over and see if we can land anything. No, I think he's probably moving a little bit too fast for us there. But we can fire over the island, which is encouraging. Okay, let's try and target. Right, so we've got a destroyer there, so we've got torps out. Oh, and he's taking some torp hits. Okay. Let's see if we can... So I don't want to fire at my enemy. On my enemy, on my my teammate, as it were. Oh, you are going pretty fast, aren't you? So why don't we try and work on this destroyer? Oh, the load time. You are not the Black Swan, are you? Let's try and keep straight on because we really do not want to be taking a bunch of torpedoes. Oh, hello. Okay, let's try and keep the islands between us, I think. Oh, the turning circle is abysmal. Okay, Imakazi, we really don't want to be giving you the opportunity to put any torps in the water, do we? Got a feeling he's probably going to try and lay torps the other side of the island, so let us get out of the way of that. Let's get the guns round. And we've got another fire. Okay, incapacitated. This is good. See if we can get some more in. So we need to get rid of this one. It's trying to angle. And turning for torps. There we go, gone. Okay. Let's get the heck out of here. Try and get something between us and that Weymouth. It's got 28 seconds before we can try and put the fire out on this, and we are virtually out of health. So one more hit and we are done, and I think if anything the fire is going to take us before we can actually... Yeah, there we go. Never mind. Okay, well we got a couple of incapacitations. We did get a kill. We did get the enemy destroyer out, which is good, because that does mean that we are able to not be taught quite as much. They've still got the Tenryu, I think. Let's have a look. Do they still have the Tenryu? Yes, they do still have the Tenryu. Okay, so we are here with what looks to be possibly an AFK Weymouth. So let's kind of skip over that, shall we? And we'll pop over and we'll catch up with our Caledon. Okay, so the Nassau is taking a decent amount of fire from various places. We've also got the St. Louis over there. So again, this is something we're going to have to be a little bit careful of with the St. Louis. Is again the rapid firing. Okay, Nassau is sitting pretty at the moment, but yeah, we've done not too badly. We've taken out a good number of the enemy team already. Tenryu's taken a bit of damage. We've got a couple of Weymouths now. We've got the Tachibana there. That's just taken a big load of damage. So that needs to go pretty quickly. Okay, so the Caledon has torps open laid in. And possibly, it looks like the St. Louis is just sat there, so no, I don't think it's gonna take those, sadly. Why don't we jump in? Let's have a look at the torps. Let's follow a torp. Oh, you know what? Oh no, it's just gonna miss. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, we're still just in the lead. Okay, so Lewis has been taking heavy damage by the looks of things, so that looks like that's fairly nearly done. Looks like it's got a fire on him. And he's out. Okay, so we have just one destroyer, 3 cruisers and a battleship left on the enemy team. The Weymouth about to go from there by the looks of things. I'm assuming that is our Tachibana. Possibly even the Tenryu, actually. You might have launched those. Okay, so we've got the Caledon kind of working on the Weymouth there. And we have our Caledon here working on the Weymouth. Yeah, it was the Tenryu. There we go. Thought it might have been. Okay, I'll say that Weymouth is probably one hit away from being gone. There we go. Is he out? Oh, very nearly. Are we going to get a kill secure there? Maybe. Okay, now that Tenryu is pretty close, and it's been a little while since he's launched his torpedo, so he may well be loaded up again. So our Caledon here needs to be a little bit careful because it's very close range and he's on good health. Okay, so okay, nice move, nice move. Got to try and keep him within the range of the torps. Let's see if we can follow the torps in. Maybe not. Alternatively, we could just follow this Kohlberg here, which is nearly out of health. Okay, so it looks like Tenryu's put torps in the water again. And our Caledon has also got torps back in. We try and jump to this Weymouth here, who is taking on a Nassau, which is fairly brave. But hopefully with the old AP, we might be able to do some damage. Okay, yeah, maybe not. And we're back to our Weymouth, which is still sat there doing nothing. Amazing. Okay, so our 2 Caledons. Coming round, the Tenru is... he's got about 3,000 hit points left thereabouts. And he's out. Okay, nicely done. Okay, the enemy team are capping. So we need to be a little bit mindful of that. So we need to try and get some of our guys back in. Get them back into our cap circle so we can try and recover that, I think. And the Nassau is in range. The Caledon. But he's concentrating on the enemy Weymouth. I'd be more inclined to try and take the battleship out personally, but fair enough. I mean, this should be a fairly easy kill anyway. Okay. Here's he going to turn his guns around towards the Nassau. He's going to carry on firing. There we go. Well, that's gone. Now, time to spin the guns around and get lined up, hopefully, if he's paying attention, on the Nassau. The guns are still pointing that way. Nope, there we go, front guns. It's very close, very close. So hopefully, torpedoes down. And our stationary Weymouth at the back there. Let's see if we can follow the torps in. No, like they could be good. Might get some of the far ones, maybe not. No. Not quite. Tiny little bit of health left here on our Kohlberg, but he's got the benefit of the rapid fire. So, oh dear, that's our Caledon gone and our Kohlberg gone, but they are literally down to their Nassau, and he's still stationary. There we go. A victory! Victory! Okay, well there we go, 37,867 credits, that's 1,020 XP, 51 free XP, we did 8,600 damage, that was 14 target hits, 2 incapacitations and 1 destroyed, expecting to be bottom again. Okay, not quite bottom, so yeah, not too bad, better than the last game by the looks of things, but not a great deal. Have a quick look at the detailed report. So all of the damage we actually did was on the Umikaze when we took him out, but unfortunately we got a fire on us which pretty much finished us off. It was a fire followed by a fire. We did get hits on the Tenru and a enemy Weymouth as well, however no damage caused. So yeah, very quickly, yeah, I mean, I suppose we've walked away with sort of 35,611 credits, which is okay. That's okay. And because at the moment we've got the 100% on your first game, that does mean that we did manage to double that. So, yeah. There we go, the Weymouth. What do you think? not a bad little ship. Okay, yeah, it's pretty terrible if we're honest, but I think, you know, again, with getting used to playing, being very much aware of the massive lack of armour on this thing, I think it's a case that, yeah, change your playstyle a bit, same with anything, but yeah, it's not so bad. Now I'm having a look at the tech tree very quickly, and we have already unlocked the Caledon. So yeah, I think with that we should be able to start working towards that. Another couple of games in this, we should have enough to actually be able to purchase that. So that is something that we can look at, hopefully, for the next episode. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.